I'm Jeremiah Dixon, I am a Geordie boy. A glass of wine with you, sir, and the ladies I'll enjoy. Oh, Durham and Northumberland is measured up by my own hand. It was my fate from birth to make my mark upon the earth. He calls me Charlie Mason, stargazer am I. It seems that I was born to chart the evening sky. And a big welcome to the channel. I'm Gary. Thanks for joining me today for this acoustic session, looking at one of my favourite songs. It's my Knopfler song featuring James Taylor, actually, Sailing to Philadelphia, the title track of the album. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. It's a duet. We're going to break it down. There's a couple of ways you can approach this, actually. I've looked at it when I've watched videos of Mark playing it live. And you can capo at the second fret, and that's what I'm going to do in this lesson, because I think that's the easiest way to play it, and that's the way I've seen Mark's guitarist playing it when I've watched him live. Now, it's possible on the studio album that they did it without a capo and just played slightly different chords, and if anybody's interested, we can look at that in another session. I'll show you a couple of the chords. A couple of them sound really good in the open position, but overall it's harder to play, I think. So for most people, I think capoing at the second fret, I'm going to play in the key of E minor, is going to be more workable. If you're new to the channel, then thanks for joining us. I'm glad you've found us. If you like it, I hope you do like it, then please subscribe. It helps me grow it. There's plenty more content on the channel. There's other Mark Knopfler songs and James Taylor actually as well, so please do check those out. Anyway, as always, we're going to zoom in, get close up, and we'll break it down. Alright, there we go, in up close now. So yeah, just before we get started, I mentioned in the introduction that this can be played in an open position without the capo. So you get this kind of sort of F sharp minor position with your thumb in the, holding the bass down there. Sounds nice. That also sounds really nice. It's an A with a 9 in it, and you get the benefit of this full. Really nice low E position. But the other parts, I think, are a little bit more tricky to play and sing, and some of the notes perhaps don't sustain quite as well as they do using the capo. So if anybody's really interested, I'm happy to do a lesson on playing it that way. But for this lesson, I'm going to capo up at the second fret. We're going to play it in the key of E minor rather than using this F sharp minor. It's a lot simpler, and I hope for most people it's going to be more playable. Alright, there we go, capo on. I forgot to say we are in standard tuning for this one as well. Before we look at the chords, let's just talk a little bit about the picking pattern, which is really prevalent in the verse, not so much in the chorus. So you get this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, starting with this E. That pattern repeats as the chords change. I'll try and highlight it as I go through, but that's something you're really going to need to be comfortable with. Hopefully if you're watching this lesson you are used to fingerstyle playing, and there's some parts as we go through that I've probably adapted a little bit myself, where I'll introduce some alternating bass into it too. Some of that melody in there. So just alternating from our standard E minor chord. Bringing the G and B strings into it. Go up to a G there. You can do the same thing. So what I'm doing there is trying to borrow some of the melody that might be played on another guitar, another instrument, but just to bring it into it. Up to a D. And you can experiment, just play around with that. As I say, this is a kind of hybrid really, this is the way I play it. I've just adapted it a little bit using the song as the core and just trying to get the flavour of it over. Some of those parts are very James Taylorish actually, they're very... But that's our introduction chords, E minor, G, and then resolving on this D before the lyrics come in. So just before we go into the verse, I said before about this picking pattern. It repeats on the other chord. I'm still doing the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm Jeremiah Dixon, I am a Geordie boy. You can hammer on and off that B5 there. Chimes well with the open string. I am a Geordie boy, a glass of wine with you, sir, and the ladies I'll enjoy. So G up to a C there. Alternate the bass, then an open B strings, this C major 7 shape. Old Durham and Northumberland is measured up by my own hand. It was my fate from birth to make my mark upon the earth. So, simple chords there. I'm not going to name every chord. I'm guessing if you're watching this, you know, you're going to know the chord shapes. I'm just trying to show you the way I play it and some of the alternate finger style, the way I pick it to bring it together. Let's just do the second verse for practice there. He calls me Charlie Mason, the stargazer am I. It seems that I was born to chart the evening sky. They cut me out for baking bread, but I had other dreams instead. This baker's boy from the West Country joined the Royal Society. Okay, so nice simple stuff, nice simple chords, but it's just keeping that finger style. Next we'll look at the chorus. Alright, so I'll play through the chorus and then we'll have a quick look at the chords. We are sailing to Philadelphia, a world away from the coaly time. Sailing to Philadelphia to draw the line. Mason-Dixon line. So, G, we are sailing to Philadelphia, a world away. B minor there. I alternate the bass. We are sailing Philadelphia, a world away from the coldy time. Sailing to Philadelphia, back to E minor, to draw the line. The Mason-Dixon line. The second time we hear the chorus, just before the end of the song, there's a slight variation at the end. So let's just play through the chorus again for practice, and then I'll point out this change. We are sailing to Philadelphia, a world away from the coldy time. Sailing to Philadelphia, Mason-Dixon line. So we go to A minor there. The Mason-Dixon line. The Mason-Dixon line. So it's just a slight difference bringing that A minor in. Second time round. Play through it again, that second chorus. We are sailing Philadelphia, a world away from the coldy time. Sailing to Philadelphia, to draw the line. The Mason-Dixon line. The Mason-Dixon line. There it is. So that's it. We've been sailing to Philadelphia. Beautiful song. Hope you've enjoyed the lesson. As always, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you guys. As always, as I always say, enjoy your guitar playing, and I'll see you really soon.